Still hard.
So, of course, so sports are kind of a no-brainer, because you can hold anything in your hand. I do want to point out, notice how fast it's tracking its motion. All right, try this. You know, so weapons are always good. So my son loves this demo, actually. You can imagine, he could be Ratchet. He could hold Ratchet's weapons in his hand while he plays. He would die for that. We have a flashlight now. Notice we have true 3D pointing. You can move around and point from any position or angle here. Okay, the flashlight's pretty cool, but do you have anything with a little more firepower, maybe? A foam dart? A shot. More firepower. Now we're talking. Gold Desert Eagle. So, of course, the PlayStation, this new controller, and motion control in general, people thought are more of a casual experience. And we expect very great casual experiences. But we also want to enable some more gamer games. We think that'll be a great use of this controller too. So if you want to switch to first-person shooter mode, Anton can actually move around the room and point and shoot things. We learned from iToy that buttons are needed for some experiences. There's some experiences you can do without them, but some experiences there's just no other way to do.
There's really no other way to do this without a trigger. You just move it this way.
Okay, so let's see what. Anything else? So you can imagine the kind of special effects you can overlay with the video and the graphics here. Now, we're going to switch gears completely here. This next demo, it may look simple, but it's one of the hardest things to do precisely. Anton is effectively reaching into the scene, bridging the gap between the real and virtual worlds. This is the foundation for the ultimate sandbox. You can build anything in this. The game development is really excited about this because the possibilities are limitless here. Another thing that's really difficult to do in a virtual world is drawing. And in particular, writing requires extreme precision. The tip of that pencil Anton's using is being tracked at sub-millimeter accuracy. So the pencil shows off the precision really well, but for something a little more artistic, and I'm going to move on to some more paintbrushes here, is actually metering out the amount of paint that's being put on the canvas using the analog trigger right now. For something like a spray paint can, the angle actually matters. What are you doing here? Dripping right down the wall there, right?
First, you know, if you just want to mess around.
You can do that too. So drawing is a kind of fundamental capability, but it doesn't have to be used literally. You can use it instead, say, to lay out a path of objects. Other things that use drawing are selection. Selection is one of the keys to something like a real-time strategy game. Finally, we have an interface on a console that lets us do real-time strategy. Here you can see Anton lassoing troops, and then he draws a path for them to follow. You can imagine using this for other kinds of games, like football. You can draw out the route for a wide receiver to follow. Blurring the lines between RTS and first-person shooter here. We already showed first-person shooter one day. All right. Anton's going to set up the next demo. And we're going to shift gears here a little bit. We're going to step out of our room here and move into a virtual arena. And we're going to show you some character control, actually.
So as you can see here, my motions are mapped directly onto the character. When I move my sword and shield, he moves them exactly as I do. Hey, everybody? Of course, this is no good if you can't see anything.
So we've all seen lots of demos of swords and shields before, but the kind of precision Anton's giving here with the tip of that sword is just crazy.
Of course, you can do all the standard moves. You can go high, low, deep, hit high. This is one of my favorites.
You can also use it in a defensive posture too. Now this is a little bit different. Now we've shown you, you can see one-to-one Anton's hands moving and virtual hands moving back like that. You can point and throw, no problem. You can reach around an enemy that's coming at you. You do it behind the back. Really do anything you want with it. Now we're going to finish off with everyone's favorite in our lab's interface here, the archery mechanic. He reaches behind his back, pulls out an arrow, and knocks it.
Of course, the tension on the string matters, so the farther I pull it back, the more power I'm going to launch into this guy. Alright, we're going to call the shot.
Farthest guy on the right there. Gangster style, yeah. Ready? Nice. You can't see here, Anton's actually dropping down to one knee, Robin Hood style, and it's just like that. The camera has no problem tracking when he does that. Alright. Well, I hope these real-time tech demos sparked your imagination. It certainly sparked the imagination of our development community. We're looking forward to sharing more about the motion controller with you in the near future. Thank you, everyone.